start now. So recording, it's now recording. Very good. Okay. Yeah.
So I
Well,
don't need to put I don't need to record button to be
no,
pressed.
you don't need to because it's showing recording. So you are good. Hi, Meenakshi from the car.
Hi. Yes, I'm taking from the car.
Okay, don't drive while seeing and listening, okay?
No, I'm just putting it on Bluetooth only.
Okay, good, good, good. Very good. All right. So I'll take care of people if they are joining. Anjum will wait. Okay, everybody can go on mute except the host. And what's the time? I think, let's see. This is actually a good study um, from someone we know. So
Yeah.
good selection. So we'll wait a few minutes. Everybody wants to share how you're doing. Has everybody signed up for the summit?
Yes. I
But
myself.
our dear Ram is a presenter. And I know Sujata has joined. Zermin, do check out the summit. And who else is here? Did I see someone? Susan? Let me see here. Susan. Susan, is this Susan? Which Susan is this?
I am here, Prativa.
Oh, Susan Gandhi. Okay. All right. All right. Good job.
I'm not sure how if I set up the video right. I think I'm
I see you now.
not
I see you now.
on
I see you
view.
now. I see you now. But I think when the presentation starts, we can all go on mute and no video so that the streaming is, smooth. Okay. Well, welcome everybody. We are excited to continue to host the Journal Club meetings every month, regularly, very regularly now. And a big thanks to Dr. Meenakshi Gupta for continuing to work on it. Today she's not able to join probably during the entire call, but she's here for at least some time. Somebody has joined. Let me admit them.
Hi, Vandana here.
Oh, hi Vandana, how are you?
Yes, I'm good. Thank you.
All right. So with that, I would like to introduce or just introduce Dr. Anjum just by name. We are not doing any formal introductions here. Dr. Anjum, you can give just in a couple lines a little background and we can get started because this is a free account. So at 40 minutes, we might get shut out. So I think we can get started. Okay, Dr. Anjum, and everybody please be on mute and no videos so that streaming can be smooth. Thank you. Anjum, take it away.
Yeah. Hello everyone. Myself Anjum, Dr. Anjum. I'm in New Jersey. I've been practicing here since past 7 years in Vedic Herbs, which is called Vedic Store 2. And I'm a BAMS and LMT. So I'm welcoming everyone here and welcome to Journal Club meeting conducted from Council for Ayurveda Research. And I'm very thankful for giving me this opportunity. I'm very privileged and honored to be here with you all. So let's say said that, let's start our paper discussion. Before I begin, I would like to read the declaration. This presentation is for academic purpose to understand methods for critically appraising a scientific manuscript. It by no means intend to harm or criticize the investigators or any other personnel connected to the manuscript or clinical study. The views expressed herewith are with sole purpose to be academic. The presenter declares no conflict of interest. So the title of the paper is Ayurvedic Therapy Shirodhara for Insomnia. This is a case series. This was published on Jan 2014 from Southern California University of Health Science in United States. This is an open access article distributed under the terms of the Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, Non-Derivatives, which permits right to copy, distribute, and transmit the work for non-commercial purpose only, provided the original work is properly cited. This article, during the search, it can be found in Global Advances with Health and Medicine. The authors are from Ayurvedic background. They are MDs and MPH. Sivarama Prasad and Minjamure Manjusha, both are MDs, and they also have done Master of Acupuncture and Oriental Medicine. And Claudia Darmatirosiana and Judith Miller. Claudia is PhD and Judith Miller is Master of Acupuncturist. All these are from Southern California University of Health Science. So the background of this study is for non-pharmacological management of insomnia, that is non-invasive, is gaining interest among patients with insomnia. So the author has said that after the pain, the most frequently the clients visiting the doctor's office is because of insomnia. That is why he has done this research. And the purpose of this research is to determine the feasibility of recruiting and retaining participants in a clinical trial on Shirodhara, which is an Ayurvedic dripping of oil therapy for insomnia, which is conducted in United States. And he also wanted to investigate the therapeutic usefulness of Shirodhara for using standard outcome measures. The author has explained a little bit about the insomnia, and he has, as we all know, the insomnia has becoming a very common sleep disorder, which is affecting around 30% of the general population. So there is a problem either falling in sleep or maintaining a sleep or going back to sleep, and or combination of these two. And with age respect, sex aspect, women are suffering more commonly than the men due to various psychological problems and other hormones issue and all, which has been discussed in the paper. And psychiatric and physical illness are having a strong correlation with insomnia. So need of this research was because the medication which has been given in the modern aspect, there are a lot of side effects when respect to insomnia is given. You see quite a lot of side effects, and many over-the-counter sleeping tablets may also lead to abuse. Most of the teenagers and other people are taking advantage of these pills, and increase, and also the author has said that there is an increased interest in complementary and alternative medicine CAM. The recent studies has shown that roughly 1.6 million American 2002 National Health Interview Survey turned to CAM therapies within the previous 12 months to treat their condition. This is why I like this paper, because this is something that it's gaining a lot of interest, and Shirodhara is becoming more popular. And I was looking for something, research has been done or no. And I was very happy when I saw that because of the alternatives medicine, the population are showing a lot of populations are showing a lot of interest in this kind of alternative therapies. The author has also explained a little bit about the Shirodhara, what it is, how it is conducted, and for how much duration and for how many days. So the oil dripping on the forehead is a steady stream or flow. It's a widely practiced complementary treatment. It is the Upakarma of Ayurveda in both India and United States. However, milk and buttermilk processed with herbs are also used in this treatment, depending upon the patient's condition. Generally, 30 to 60 minutes, this procedure is carried out, And based on the condition and the symptoms and how the condition is worsened, the days are selected for how long the procedure is done. Mainly it is done for 3 to 7 or 14, 28 days, up to 28 days. The Ayurvedic practitioner determines both the duration and the number of days according to the patient age, constitution, and dosha status and the severity of the disease. Methodology, the prospective case series design is adopted in this. 10 consecutive volunteers were responded. There was a paper advertisement and 10 volunteers signed up for this trial, and they were enrolled in the study between September 2009 and August 2010. There were a lot of inclusion criteria was selected. The participants who were between the age of 18 and 75 years of either sex were selected, and at least people who are suffering at least for 1 year, suffering for 1 year through insomnia were also selected, and those willing to sign an informed consent, and those who had a insomnia severity index, that is ISI, minimum score should be 14. So those only candidates were selected in this practice. So whoever has logged in, please mute the system, please. Exclusion criteria was also decided. Those people who are on the...
Sorry, Jaya, can you mute and video off?
Yeah, sure. I'm
Thank you.
still doing it, yeah.
So the exclusion criteria was those who are on psychological conditions like depression, anxiety and all, and those required medications to manage those problems, those were excluded from the study. And those were on the prescription medication for insomnia, even they were excluded. And uncontrolled hypertension and uncontrolled diabetes, which was not controlled, so those people were also excluded. And acute condition that disturbed sleeps were also excluded, and those who did not wanted to comply with the studies. So these are the exclusion criteria. Study intervention in this research, they have done the Shirodhara oil with coconut oil processed with hydrocortyl acetica brahmi, which is primarily and less than 20% of triphala was added, and they were made this based upon the availability of the drug and also due to the cost of the drug. As we all know, the Shirodhara is not it's very expensive procedure because we need a high volume of oil. So the equipment used in this study was the Shiro Plus. It's an electric Shirodhara equipment where the oil gets automatically heated up, and around 400 to 500 of ml of oil was used on each participant, and 2 to 3 days the same oil was used for 40 minutes, and after 3 days, because the oil loses its efficacy, so they change the oil. And also they maintain that the same assistant who performed all the 5 treatment on participant, so that they maintain the uniformity in the treatment and also interaction with the participants. Outcome measures. The ISI was used to evaluate the nature, severity, and impact of each participant's insomnia and response to the oil dripping therapy. The ISI is nothing but they had 7 patient self-report questionnaires, like how to determine the dimension of insomnia, which include the severity of the sleep, onset of sleep, whether the sleep was maintained, were there any early morning awakeness, was the sleep was dissatisfied, and the interference of sleep difficulties and daytime functioning, and noticeably of sleep problem by others, and distress caused by sleep difficulties. So these kind of questions were rated in the scale of 1 to 4, and they were given the score from 0 to 28. The higher the score it was, the more severe the insomnia was. So this ISI, the the way this rating has been done, it's very valid and reliable in previous studies also, which they have used the same methodology, and they validated against both polysomnographic and prospective sleep diary measures. Data analysis. Descriptive statistics were used to describe the demographic data of all the participants. Total mean scores and percentage of improvement from the baseline to the end of the study were calculated to report the difference in outcome. And also the paired t-tests were used to compare means between baseline, end of treatment, and follow-up. The results were 9 participants completed this study and completed this study successfully, and one was dropped out because there was a severe the condition got worsened. That's why the data of 9 participants is available here. The sample included were 2 males and 7 females with a mean age of 40 years, ranging from 23 years to 72 years. And given the small sample size, individual case data were examined. The coding of the ISI scale is such that high positive numbers are indicative of high severity in insomnia, and low positive numbers indicates the lower severity. Comparing this baseline to day 5, that is end of the treatment, that all 9 participants experience improvement. For the 6 participants, the percentage of improvement was from 25.93% to 69.57%. For the other 3 participants, there was only slight improvement was seen with a range of 3.85% to 8.33%. Comparing baseline to 1 week post-treatment, the percentage of improvement ranged from 8.33 to 86.96%, with one exception. So this was the table which shows the insomnia severity index, total score of participants at baseline and day 5 and follow-up, and the improvement of the percentage. As we all see in the screen, that in the screening, the ISI was 17, and in the baseline was 17. On the day 5, you will see that 10, that it is reducing. That means the condition is improving. And 1 week after post-treatment, it was 14. And the percentage of improvement was 41.18, and after the post-treatment it was 17.65. So it is also shown in this bar graph, like this is for the baseline, and after the day 5, and the next to it is for the post-treatment. In table 2, it is showing insomnia severity index mean value at screening, baseline day 5, and 1 week follow-up. So here in the table 2, the ISI mean score at baseline, the score was 19.44, which decreased over the time. That shows the indication of improvement. And at the day 5, the corresponding score was 13.22, and at 1 week post baseline, the ISI score was 14.33. Comparison of means is to determine if there is any statistical significant change between pre-test and post-test. This is also a figure which is showing the baseline and day 5 and after 1 week post-treatment. Table 3, it's the same again, mean comparison between baseline and day 5 and this was done after the follow-up using paired sample T test. So you see that in this paired sample T test, this was used to comparing baseline values with 5-day and 1 week post-treatment. And in the baseline and the day 5 comparison, there was an overall treatment improvement, the p-value showing 0.005. And for the 1 week post-treatment, the comparison, the p-value was not significant. It was 0.089. However, these results need to be interpreted carefully. The clinical guidelines for this evaluation and management of chronic insomnia in adults indicate insomnia has now become a public health problem, and it recommends accurate diagnosis and effective treatment. Therapeutic approaches are aimed primarily at improving sleep quality and reducing insomnia-related daytime impairments. Non-pharmacological treatment such as cognitive behavior therapy and relaxation therapy have been shown to be equally good or even better than pharmacological treatment in terms of long-term benefit. Shirodhara is also shown to be effective in attention deficient hyperactive disorder in children, hypertension, menopause, cerebral ataxia, general anxiety disorder, chronic headache. In this study, the author has also mentioned about a study which was conducted by one more research. It was conducted which is published in IU, where Pokhrel and Sharma, who has conducted the Shirodhara with warm milk for 15 days, and he combined also Ayurvedic herbal formula called Isomrid in National Institute of Ayurveda, Jaipur, India. This author has mentioned here that this study which they have conducted was done with 30 participants, and they were divided into 3 groups, and one group received only Shirodhara and another group received only Isomrid tablet, and another group received both Isomrid tablet and Shirodhara. So the improvement of the research was showed that together the combination of the group which showed the better improvement than participants who received only Shirodhara or Isomrid. So their p-value was very significant and it was below 0.001. So here the author conducted this research only to see how we can see the retaining and feasibility to see how it can be done in the United States, and also he wanted to see the therapeutic benefit of this. And also it is stated that maybe the improvement was because the person lying down on a table with eyes closed because of the ambience or the music going on behind him, Nevertheless, a psychoneuroimmunological effect of this therapy, such as decrease in non-adrenaline, um, exhibiting a sympathetic effect and resulting in the activation of peripheral foot skin circulation and increase in natural killer cells. These all studies has been demonstrated by the Japanese research. This research also predicts that the effect of Shirodhara in reducing anxiety could be attributed to the somatoautonomic reflex through thermosensors or pressure in sensors in the skin or hair follicle via the trigeminal nerve. And after this study was conducted, they have also taken the feedback from the patients, and they were very happy with the feedback the clients gave them. So one of them was like, I was surprised that I was able to sleep until 5:55 a.m. after the 5th day of treatment, and I was shocked that I was able to take 2 break 3.5 hours of nap. Usually, no matter how sleep deprived, I cannot nap, or if I do fall asleep, I immediately awaken. It's nice to sleep past 2 to 3 or 4 a.m. The longer the naps, however, and he's telling about his messed up thing that kind of messed up the days, evening, and getting to sleep at a decent hour. Thank you for letting me be a part of your insomnia study. The author was very happy with the research. He was very happy with that, but nevertheless, there were a lot of limitations in this study. So, while interpreting the result, one must account for the non-random sample, participant selection bias, and the effect of regression to the mean. Furthermore, due to the small sample size, the study results will lack generalizability outside the study setting. Additionally, there was a lack of control group limits, the internal validity of the study, and we cannot rule out bias, and these are associated with single group studies. The therapy duration and type of oil also were not individualized for the service and the type of insomnia and constitution. Typically in Ayurveda, both the Prakriti and Vikriti are taken into consideration while choosing an Ayurvedic oil. But here the oil was same for everyone, and the duration and length of the therapy was also arbitrarily decided, and it was only for 45-minute duration for 5 days. Generally in Ayurvedic practice, we give the therapy up to 28 days. So the conclusion is that Shirodhara is done with Brahmi oil for 45 minutes. It's maybe beneficial for moderate to severe insomnia. The result and impression of the participants encouraged the investigator to pursue further rigorous research on the modality using a larger sample and adding a comparison group. We would like to understand the mechanism of action of Shirodhara using the brain function, magnetic resonance imaging, and specifically note if a specific area within the brain is getting activated after Shirodhara. So the author has also acknowledged the Om Mahan Rancho Cucamonga, California, for donating some of the oil which was used in the study. Thank you very much for listening to me patiently. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. And I also contacted the author, and I emailed him and have taken permission to read his research, and and also the pictures and everything. So I asked him if there was any follow-up was done after that, and he said that they have not done any kind of follow-up later. Yeah, that's it. Can you just give me a minute? I think my phone is ringing. Yep.
Thank you. Okay, she needs a minute. I think everybody can unmute and switch on your videos if you like now. And if you have any comments, we can take some questions also. We'll wait for Dr. Anjum to come back.
I'm right here.
Okay. Anjum, can you give back the host to me? Just because I'm seeing if I can upgrade as we are talking so that we have, time. We've been planning to upgrade the Zoom.
How do we do that?
Go to participants, click, and in front of my name, there will be more. You can click on that.
Yeah.
Make me host. Okay, but anyways, I think questions are welcome at this point. Please go ahead and ask any questions, comments. If you want, I can get this kick started, the interaction. I think it's you presented it very well, Dr. Anjum, first of all. Also, it was very, it's a very good paper. I think it's probably the only study of its kind. I don't think there are many Shirodhara studies. I think the only couple things that I felt was that a little more background on Brahmi oil would have been good, the classical indications, and which reference for the formulation. Is it from Vagbata or is it from Sharangdhara or Veshaja Ratnavali would have been nice. And I know there were details, but I don't think that detail was there. And then some, questions about whether continued 5 days Shirodhara is what we do classically. So those were some of the questions which I wish there was some kind of answer to that. But
So,
with that, I can open to everybody.
Sorry. So I've seen his reference. Sorry, I somehow got deleted my reference pages. In the reference, I have seen that he has not mentioned any Ayurvedic classical textbook, and I was very surprised that being, they are from medical AMS and MD from Ayurveda, and there was no reference related to Ayurvedic textbooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went through all their textbook. It's mostly related to the camp, and yeah.
Anjum, you want to switch on your video? Anybody else has any comments or questions? Dr. Ram? Dr.
Yeah, the only question I had is, it was very interesting. The study was very good. And as Pratibha mentioned, we don't see normally these kind of studies. So I'm glad it it helps to kick off similar kind of studies. There was another Panchakarma study done from the Chopra Center. They did a beautiful study actually, where they actually did a lot of system analysis. In this case, in this study, the only thing that people may get a little disappointed is the fact that whatever changes they were able to see, the subjective index, this is all purely subjective index, right? I mean, the subjects reported how they felt. So the improvement was good for 5 days. And then 1 week after post-treatment, everybody came back to their normal, most of them came back to their normal state of insomnia. So the changes were not, it was not lasting, it was very transient. So, anybody looking at this paper will wonder whether, I can understand it's just a 5 days, but the minute somebody sees that will say, was it really worth it? Just to see 5 days of changes and which didn't last for long.
Did I miss that part, Dr. Ram, that the status came back?
Yeah, if you see the subject into the core, if you see the graph, the ISI that they mentioned, look at the ISI.
Time actually to see the whole thing.
Yeah, so 1 week post treatment. If you look at the ISI values, they're almost coming back to baseline.
Is it?
Okay. Yeah.
All of them, yeah, but some of them.
Most of them.
Definitely, yeah.
Most of them.
Oh yes.
It's coming very close to the baseline. So that is, probably a little bit of, I would
Bummer.
say, yeah, something that's unattractive, as some researchers would call it. But of course, to be fair to the authors, it was just a 5-day study. Probably the changes would have been much more prominent if they had gone past 5 days or maybe 10 days, or we don't know.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, so one of the things that I observed also was the same as Dr. Rao. There's not much difference. And so I'm questioning even on what criteria. I know they did the assessment for the insomnia. What was the scale they used for insomnia? That's pretty much a symptom of a different underlying, diagnosis, as far as what I have seen. And the age range, what they have done with the study is 18 to, I think it was like
80.
Yeah, 18 to
Well,
80. So
Yeah.
it was a huge range, and there are so many variables, and it's what they've done is only a symptom of a multiple varied different range of what insomnia can stem from. And there was no also what the study didn't also tell us if they had a previous diagnosis of anything. And it also didn't tell us how long they have. I mean, I think they said 1 year, they suffered from insomnia, and that I don't know how. I'm sorry, I have a lot of construction going on, so you may be hearing a lot of noise, but so these are some of the things that I noticed. The study is not in depth. It's kind of done on the basis of proving a point that Shirodhara may be effective for insomnia, but they really haven't found that. And the study also is very short, just for five treatments and 5 days, which is, and when you notice Shirodhara is a part of the whole Panchakarma, it is not just given by itself in our classical texts. So and so that is also one factor.
True. I agree with you.
Yeah, I wish they had some sort of background information about all these things. What were the comorbidities and what were the, they have mentioned in the limitations that Prakriti analysis could have been done. So they have kind of indicated that they're aware that this is not like, the full breadth of it has not been presented. But I think as a pilot, it has some merit. Again, it has some, this could have been presented a little more with a little more data and description and background, and the thought process. So that's a little bit missing. Why did they choose just 5 days? Because this could have gone on for, I mean, as far as I understand, and anybody can interject, this call will end, by the way, very quickly. I'm sorry I wasn't able to upgrade. I will let this after ending. But anyways, I think I just have to thank everyone, and please come forward to present, and make sure to be there on the next call as well. Our group, JC group, is expanding, and these discussions are really good opportunities to learn, to reflect on what can be done better. A better
Yes.
model of even
Absolutely.
case studies could be